Hi everyone, for today's video I'm going to be showing you my entire makeup collection. So we're going to start with the products on my vanity right here, and then we're going to move on to both of my Alex 5 drawers, and I'm going to show you pretty much everything that's in my makeup collection apart from maybe like a few things that are in a bag. So I'm very excited to be sharing this with you guys. Then you finally get like an overview of which makeup products I actually own and how much I have, because I feel like that's something that people always wonder. So I think we should just get started with the video. These are basically my Charlotte Tilbury Blue lipsticks. I already did a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick collection, but I did get some new ones recently, so I'm thinking to do like an updated collection to actually show you like every single shade that I have in my collection. I also just have two of my Natasha Denona lipsticks right there. Then here are these acrylic drawers are from Primark, and basically I just keep a variety of things I use a lot or things that don't really fit in my other Alex drawers. I used to keep all of my Charlotte Tilbury quads right here, but I moved those to a new location, so you'll see that in a bit. But now in this drawer I keep my Tarte Full Bloom eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like. I did a review video on this and I think this is a beautiful palette. I love using this and I definitely think it's an underrated eyeshadow palette. It's so beautiful. So I just keep this one in here because it's really large and it doesn't really like fit with my other eyeshadow palettes, and I do use this one a lot. This is just a Petric Top Blush Duo in the shade She's So LA. It's such a beautiful blush. Then I have this Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek Tint in the shade Color of Passion. This is a really beautiful blush and it looks really dark, but it's quite sheer and you can build it up. So I use this one a lot. I think it's beautiful. I have two Rare Beauty liquid blushes. This one is in the shade Bliss, and then this one is my most recent addition in the shade Love. Then I have this Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Happy Soul. This is what it looks like. I think the shade is a little bit too warm for me, but I do think the formula is nice. And then I have all three of my Charlotte Tilbury wands. This one is Glowgasm in the shade Pinkgasm. This one is the Hollywood Contour wand in Firm Medium, and then this one is the Hollywood Beauty Light wand in the shade Spotlight. So those are basically most of my cream blushes and bronzers. Then this drawer is basically a random drawer. I have a MAC single blush in there. I got that for a great discount, but I don't own like a magnetic palette yet. I thought I had one from Colourpop, but I can't find it, so I need to find a new one so I can put that one in a magnetic palette. I have two of these new products from Flower Beauty. This one is the Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette, and this one is the Lift and Sculpt contouring palette. I recently got these like last week, and then these two are the Charlotte Tilbury lip and cheek tints, like the liquid ones. And then in this last drawer I just have two eyeshadow palettes. This one because I think it looks cute and I mainly got it for the packaging. Then I have these two Natasha Denona mini palettes. These are the only Natasha Denona minis that I have. This one is Mini Biba. I use this one a lot. It's really pretty. And this one is a Mini Crush. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but it is pretty and I want to keep it because it's cute. So those are the two mini palettes from Natasha Denona that I have. And then one of my favorite palettes, Tarte Juicy. This is in my project pan. If you watch my channel, you know how much I love this. It's so pretty. Look at that color story. Right there, I just have a pencil sharpener for my eyeliners, and then I have three more palettes to show you. This is Petric Top Major Dimension 1, a beautiful bronzy palette. Petric Top Major Dimension 2, my favorite eyeshadow palette at the moment. And lastly, the Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl. I recently got this at the Cosmetics Company store, and I'm so happy I got my hands on this because it's absolutely beautiful. And I just have two of my Laneige lip sleeping masks, and then here I have some lip glosses, some Charlotte Tilbury collagen lip baths, some mini Charlotte Tilbury collagen lip baths, one gloss from Kylie Cosmetics, and then three of the Colourpop Winnie the Pooh Luxe lip glosses. So that is my little lip gloss basket. I do have some more glosses in my Alex drawer. So that was everything on my vanity. Now let's move on to my actual Alex drawers and see what other makeup products I have. So I'm just going to start off with my two Charlotte Tilbury drawers right here. I have one like Charlotte Tilbury palette drawer basically, as you can see, and then here at the bottom I have some things from my like recent haul and stuff like that. So I'm going to go through these first and then I'll show you like the rest of my makeup in my other Alex drawer. So basically this is my Charlotte Tilbury palette drawer. Like I said, I think I already did like an in-depth Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow quad collection, so I'm not going to be showing you every single one. So first I have my two face palettes. This one is from the Super Nudes collection, so this is the face palette actually. This is what it looks like. I do really like this. It is super pretty, but for some reason I do forget to use it quite a bit. So I put this in this drawer, so hopefully I will reach for it a little bit more. But this is a really nice palette, especially like when you go traveling as well, to just have everything in here. It's just really convenient. Then I have one of the Instant Look in a palettes. This is the Sunset Dreamscape, and I actually did do a full review on this. So if you want to see my review on this, I will try to link it down below if I don't forget. But I do really like this, and I think next time I'm going to be traveling, I am going to be taking this. Then here I just keep my Super Nudes eyeshadow palette. So this is what the Super Nudes Easy Eye palette looks like. I just keep this here because it doesn't really fit in the layout of my quads, but this is just a really nice like matte everyday eyeshadow palette. And then here I have my 3 instant eye palettes, so I think I am going to show you those. And then if you want to see the quads, you can watch my in-depth quads collection, but I do want to show 2 that I didn't show in that video. But for the Instant Eye palette, this is the one from the holiday collection of 2021. So this is the most recent one. This is called Smoky Eyes Are Forever, and I do really like the color story of this. This was my favorite palette during the holiday season. I do forget to reach for this quite a bit at the moment, so I do want to make an effort in reaching for this a bit more. But these shades are really, really beautiful, and I think you can still buy this on the website. But the second one I have here is the Pillow Talk Instant Eye palette. This one I've had for quite a while, but as you can see, I don't use it too often. Again, with this one, I do forget to use this one as well. For some reason, I just always reach for my quads, and I just forget that I have these like big ones as well. But the quality of these big palettes are super nice, so this is definitely like a good investment. They are a little bit more pricey, but you do get more shades. So this one is the Pillow Talk Instant Eye palette, and then the last one in here is the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize. This is really pretty as well. This is in like the silver packaging. So this one is a really, really nice one as well. So those are the 3 like big instant eye palettes that I have. So these are the face palettes, and then the instant eye palettes, and then the rest are quads basically. I recently got this one in a recent haul. This is called the Rebel. So this wasn't in like my quad collection, but look how pretty this is. I thought this color story was so pretty. I cannot wait to try that out. And then the other one I got in my recent haul is this one, and I just keep this in the outer packaging because it's so pretty. Look at that. But yeah, these are my Charlotte Tilbury quads. Like I said, if you want to see them in depth and what they look like and everything and which one I recommend, then you can check out my Charlotte Tilbury quad video. And then for like my bottom drawer, so this drawer is really quite random. They're mostly things from my recent like big Charlotte Tilbury haul that I did. But some of these are actually like in the packaging, and some of these are just like empty packaging that I keep for like photos and everything. But if you want to see which products these are, basically I will link my big Charlotte Tilbury haul in the description box as well, because I did do a massive Charlotte Tilbury haul where I showed most of these products. And I know this seems like a ridiculous amount of Charlotte Tilbury products for like one haul, but in my haul video I explained why I got so many things, so definitely check that out. The products in here are beautiful. I just keep this in here because Charlotte Tilbury is my favorite brand. But this drawer right here is basically just a backup drawer. I do have some like packaging things and some like beauty products. I have a backup magic cream. But now let's move on to my actual Alex drawers and see what's in the rest of my makeup collection. So here we have arrived at the top drawer of my main Alex 5 drawer unit, where I keep pretty much all of my makeup collection apart from the products you just saw on my Vanity and also my Charlotte Tilbury drawers. So this is basically what I have in here. Before we start, I already see some things that should be in a different drawer, so please don't mind. And also I know for sure there are products that are in bags or like random places in my house. So yeah, basically this is my Complexion drawer. This bronzer should not be in here, but I'm just going to put it to the side. Basically what I keep in here is foundation, powder, concealer / primers, and then some eye products. This is quite like a random thing in here, but this is just how I organize it. These little baskets are from Primark and they fit pretty perfectly in here. There is a little bit of extra space at the back of the drawers, but I don't mind honestly. So this is basically my foundation drawer. I just keep foundations, tinted moisturizers. I also put this Summer Fridays sunscreen in here because I do really enjoy using this one at the moment, and I do want to like put more effort in actually wearing sunscreen on an everyday basis, even when it's like cloudy and everything. So I just put this one with my foundation. But later in the week I will upload a video with my favorite Complexion products where I show like most of these, because these are like pretty much all favorites to be honest. I like only keep Complexion products that I actually love, so you will see that video, but this is just like basically a little overview of what is in here. Then here we have some setting powder. So I have my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I also have this Tarte Amazonian Clay Gem Powder Foundation that I actually really like, but I do forget to use this sometimes, so I really should use this a bit more. And then I just have my Kosas powder, my Say Beauty powder, and then my LYS Beauty powder. So these are the setting powders that I have. This bronzer again should be in a different drawer. But then here at the back I have concealer. So I'm currently using this one a lot from Rare Beauty. This is my most recent concealer purchase and I do really like this. The shade is a little light, but it's really nice for brightening, so I do enjoy this one. My Dior Backstage concealer I mentioned in an overhyped makeup video. I'm really like not a super big fan of this one. I do really enjoy this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Retoucher. This one just has like the little brush tip right here and I really like this one. I have this in a shade 1 Fair and I do use this one a lot. I have this Too Faced SPF moisturizer that I got in like Look Fantastic beauty box. So this is basically what is in here, some like primer samples, but basically that is it. And then for this little basket I basically have mascaras, brow gels, and eyeliners. So I'm currently using this one a lot. This is the Tarte Man Eater mascara and I do think this is a really nice mascara. I love this Charlotte Tilbury Brow Fix. It's my absolute favorite brow gel. I use this one all the time. I'm also a super big fan of the Charlotte Tilbury dual ended liners. This one is Mesmerizing Maroon and then this one is called Super Blue. I use both of these one quite a bit actually, and in my Charlotte Tilbury drawer I do also have a green one. I also have just like some brown Charlotte Tilbury pencils, a MAC eyeliner, and some mascaras. My Charlotte Tilbury brow pencils, I have the Brow Cheat and the Brow Lift. I really love both of these. They're pretty much the only brow products I use with my brow gel. And then I recently got this new eyelash curler which I quite like as well. This is the Laura Mercier Artist Eyelash Curler, I think. Holds your lashes really nice, even though my lashes are really straight, so they still like don't hold the best, but definitely does a better job than my MAC eyelash curler. So that is all for this drawer. Let's move on to the next one. So the next drawer, as you can see, this is quite empty, but this was like originally started as my new products drawer. So whenever I get like a new product, I would like put it in here. This one has turned into my lip drawer. And then this one right here is quite a random drawer as well. I got this highlighter from Laura Mercier yesterday, so I just put it in here so I can like see this like new products. This is called the Face Illuminator in the shade Devotion. I think that's how you say it. So very excited to have this one in my collection. And then right here I just have most of my ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I have 2 of my Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. This one is rose gold. It's a super pretty shade. And then the other one I have in here is called Pillow Talk. I also have Oyster Pearl, but it's still in the packaging in my different drawer. Basically, when something is like still in the packaging, I probably still need to take like photos of it, so I can't use it yet, because I do make like Instagram photos of most of the things I like buy. The next I have my Charlotte Tilbury Quick and Easy makeup set. I just put this one in here because it doesn't like fit in like a certain category, but this one just comes with the highlighter wand, the blush and the lipstick, and then the Easy Eye wand. So this is a really nice little set, especially for on the go. I also have like a full review on this where I try it on and everything. And then like I said, the rest of these are just some ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I'm not going to go too in depth in these, but they're just like really pretty Super Shock shadows. I recently used this one in the shade The Griffith. It's basically a super pretty like cool tone lavender shade, so I'm a super big fan of this one. I really like it. And then also this one I love as well in the shade 3rd Street. It's more of like a light one that I use as like a topper on like eyeshadow looks. Super pretty, but basically all of these Super Shock shadows I have in here I do use like quite a bit. And then like I said, these are basically the lip products that are not my regular Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, because most of those are on my Vanity, as you could see. I have some lip liners in here as well, but then I have a lot of things actually in my bag. I have from Tarte the Maracuja Juicy Lips. These are so popular at the moment. I see them everywhere on social media. This one is in the shade Guava. It's really pretty, but It's not my favorite formula. It's basically just like an overview. I'm not going to show you and swatch everything because that would be like super long. So what you see right here is basically my powder, bronzer, blush, and highlighter drawer. So this one here, I keep all my powder bronzers. This one you see a lot on my channel because it's in my project pan, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Irish bronzer in the shade medium. This is like one of my favorite bronzers. I really love this one. I also love this one, the Film Star Bronze and Glow. I have this in fair medium, and this is such a beautiful duo. I love the bronzer shade on me and also the highlighter. These are super pretty. I have actually one cream bronzer in here. This is a Tarte Sea Breezy cream bronzer in the shade Seychelles, and it's good that I'm seeing this because I forgot this was in my project pan, so I need to put more effort in reaching for this one. I have just been using the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer all the time. I'm actually going to put this one in here where it belongs. I have my Kosas bronzer as well. This is in a shade Light, and this is a beautiful glowy bronzer. It is quite light, but for me this shade is perfect and it just adds a lot of warmth to my skin. And then right here I have like a Flower Beauty bronzer and then the Glowish by Huda Beauty one. These ones are actually barely used. I should reach for them a little bit more. Right here I have my 4 Charlotte Tilbury blushes, which I use a lot. This one in the shade Pillow Talk I have been wearing so much. It's such a beautiful shade. Then I have this one in the shade Ecstasy, and this is a gorgeous peachy pink. This one is called the Climax. This one is a bit more brown with like a pink center, and this looks so beautiful on the skin. I think the shade is so pretty. And the last one I have in here is Pillow Talk Intense. This is a more intense version of Pillow Talk, and I can't wait to wear this a lot during the fall and winter time. I do wear it sometimes and it's really, really pretty. I have a Too Faced blush that I do really like as well. I have this tinted moisturizer blush from Laura Mercier in the shade Provence. This is a beautiful one as well. I should keep this with my liquid blushes, but for some reason I just want to keep it in here. I have a Pat McGrath blush, a Tarte blush. This one is in the shade Bloom. I think this blush is so underrated. It's such a pretty shade. How beautiful is this shade? I absolutely love using this one, and look at this packaging. It's so beautiful. Then I have my Benefit blushes in here, so Peachin and Krista. I did a review video on this one as well. I have this one from ColourPop, which I've actually never used. For some reason, it does look like a really nice glowy pink shade, so I definitely should give this one a try. This one is also a Super Shock blush from ColourPop. This is a shade Magic Moon from like the Tinkerbell collection. It's a gorgeous like apricot shade, super pretty. And then I just have my Bare Minerals bronzer and my Hourglass blush in there. I don't use these a lot anymore. And then this one from Pat McGrath, I never reach for actually, but I don't know why. It's so pretty. It's in the shade Flirtatious. I just always forget to reach for this, but that is a beautiful shade as well. And then the last part in here are my highlighters. I have this beautiful Pillow Talk Multi Glow. It's so pretty. I have this in the shade Romance Light, which is the lightest option. I just use this one so much. I have 2 of these ColourPop Super Shock highlighters. This one is Silly Old Bear and this one is 100 Acre Wood. This one is just a little bit more gold. So I do also have this Natasha Denona Blush and Glow Geo. I used to use this one a lot, but for some reason I barely reach for it anymore. I should definitely make more effort in using this one a bit more because it is beautiful. I also have this Tarte highlighter in the shade Exposed. It's a beautiful light gold highlighter and it's really intense. Then I have MAC Soft and Gentle, such a classic, but I still really love this one. And I also have this Pat McGrath Divine Blush and Glow Trio. I do want to put this in my vanity actually because I always forget I have this. I don't know why. It's so beautiful. I love this, but I just forget that I have this. So that is the Pat McGrath Divine Blush and Glow Trio. And as you can see right here, I also have like another empty basket that I just keep for when my makeup collection gets a bit out of hand, so I have some extra storage. Then this one right here is basically my eyeshadow palette drawer, and as you can see I really don't own a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I find I used to own a lot more. Some of these are in other places like my Vanity and my Charlotte Tilbury drawer, but for the rest I feel like I'm doing a great job with my eyeshadow collection. I have my Sigma switch right there at the back, which is basically just like a brush cleaning thing. It doesn't like clean your brushes, but it takes the pigment off, so you're ready to use your brush in a different palette. So let me show you some of these palettes. This one is a recent addition that I got in my Tarte Build Your Own kits. I think this is a really nice like little palette. I did like the quality, and I think I'm going to take this with me next time I go traveling. It's a really nice little palette. I do love Tarte's formula just so much. Then I have this Pat McGrath Bridgerton Diamond of the First Water palette. I don't use this one a lot, but I love the quality, so I'm definitely going to use this one a bit more. That blue shade is so stunning. I got this for a really great price. And then I have my Natasha Denona Midi Retro palette in my project pan. This is the only midi palette from Natasha Denona I still have in my collection. As you can see, I'm really close to hitting pan on the shade Andy. But I just feel like a little uninspired with this palette. It is beautiful, but I just prefer my Patrick Ta Rosy palette at the moment. And here I have some BH Cosmetics palettes. I still have this Kylie Cosmetics and the Grinch palette. I don't really use it anymore, but I just think it's such a cute palette. I have to keep this in here, and this was so hard to get. I have a few ColourPop palettes, some Too Faced ones. This one, Pumpkin Spice, is so beautiful. I used this one a lot. And this one, Gingerbread Spice, the OG like Too Faced Christmas palette. As you can see, I hit pan on one of the shades, and some of them I am close to hitting pan, like this one, Gingerbread Latte. But this one, I think it's expired. It doesn't smell or feel expired, but I got this in 2019, so it is 3 years old, so I don't really use this one anymore, but it is a beautiful one, so I'm keeping this in here for like memories. Naked Wild West I got really recently for a really good deal, so I haven't used this one a lot. This one is a beautiful palette, but sometimes I just don't know which look I want to do because it has warm tones and cool tones, and I'm not the biggest fan of the shades they chose for the shimmers, but still it is a beautiful palette, and I got this for a great deal. Then I have Sigma Ambiance in here, and then this Sigma Cinderella one. How beautiful is this? Such a beautiful palette as well. So those are the palettes that I have in my eyeshadow palette drawer. I basically just have my skincare drawer. So this is my AM skincare basket, and then this my PM, so for the evening. I have my ColourPop like little Winnie the Pooh lip mask and lip scrub, and like a backup of the Bondi Sands clay mask that I haven't tried yet, and I just keep some of my cellar water in there as well. So that was everything in here. Okay everyone, then this was it for my entire makeup collection. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. It was quite a long video, but I really enjoyed showing you guys what products I have in my collection. If you did enjoy this video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, I'd like to thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you have an amazing day, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!